Hi there, it's Celia here from LTR Coaching, and I'm going to take you through some hip opening and a really relaxing and recuperating session today. So if you've got a blanket, make sure you've got a blanket. If you've got a timer on your watch to time some relaxation at the end, because we're going to do a little bit of a de-stress and reset, but you might want to stay there for a little bit longer depending on how you're feeling at this time. So make sure you've got something to wake you up if you need to be woken up at the end of the session. You also might want a block or a cushion to sit on, or a bolster if you've got one. And we're just going to start sitting up a little bit to keep so our knees are below our hips. Rest your hands down on your knees and just gently close your eyes, and we're going to take a few breaths in and out in this position. So feel as if you're tucking your chin slightly down so your neck's long. We're not scrunching up our shoulders, we're dropping them down and relaxing, so we've got a lovely neutral position through the spine and all the way up to the crown of the head. So we're breathing in, feeling the lungs expand, and then breathing out, relaxing. We'll take some deep breaths, and then we're going to just allow our breath to come to a normal breathing pattern. So we'll take one more deep breath in and out. Drop your shoulders down as you breathe out and relax all the way through the body. And then we'll just allow our breathing to come back to normal. Keep your eyes gently closed. And just be present to where you are now. Be in the moment. There's nothing else that you need to do. This is the time that you've set aside for yourself to look after yourself. So just notice what your breathing feels like. Does it feel relaxed? Is it feeling a little bit jumpy? Just be aware, no judging, just being aware. And then we can gently open our eyes. And then we're going to stretch the legs out in front. And then you can take your bolster away if you like. And then just bring your foot in, one foot in towards you. So bring your left foot in towards your bottom, and then try and stretch the heel away from you, and we're just going to open up to the side here. So we're getting some movement into the hips, a bit of blood flow into the hips, and a bit of movement to get things flowing, as it were. So do a few on this side. Remember to breathe as well as you're doing these hip openers. And you might feel a nice stretch in the back as well as you're doing this. And some people will be able to straighten their leg in this position. Other people, you can have a slight bend in your knee. Wherever you are is where you are. And then we'll bring the heel back in and then straighten that leg out. Just flop it out to the side, let it recover. And then we're going to bring the other leg in, so the right heel into near your bottom, stretch the heel away from you, and then we're opening out on the other side. And you might find that this side is different. That's okay. It's not a problem. So we're breathing in and out, getting that blood flow into the hips. Also moving into the hamstring a little bit as well. You might feel that one. Remember to breathe. And then we're going to bring that heel in and then stretch the leg away. Again, just both feet now. Just feel how each leg feels. You might feel a difference now that you've opened the hips a little bit. And then we're going to bring our feet together and just slide them away a little bit. So we've got a diamond shape with our feet and hips, knees and hips. And if you've got a cushion or a bolster, you can place that in between your legs if you like, or you can just fold forward. So we're going to fold forward, and we're actually going to hold this for a few minutes. So I'm just going to get my timer for you. So we're just relaxing in this position. We're not trying to stretch, we're just allowing the body to recover and reset, really. So we're going to stay in this position for a couple of minutes. So just fold forward. And we're going to start now. So just fold forward. If you can always pile up other things on top of your blanket if you want to. And 2 minutes might not sound like a long time, but can feel fairly challenging staying in one position like this. But we're allowing all the fascia to release and around our muscles. This is really restorative for your body, holding these positions. So try not to fidget about, just be aware, unless there's some very sharp pain somewhere that you need to move out of. Just be aware of places where you're feeling a sensation and check in with that, and then move along to the next sensation. And keep breathing in and out. Feeling the release of any tension that you've been holding on to or building up throughout the day. And you might go a little bit deeper into the stretch. And then we're going to just gently come out of it now. So really slowly when you come out. If you've been holding a position for a long time, then you need to come out of it slowly as well. So we just gently roll up. And then we're going to go into a bit of a counter pose. So if you just come onto your bottom with your feet flat on the floor and bent knees, and then we're just going to windscreen wiper our legs to either side. Keep breathing as you do this windscreen wiper. And then we're just going to drop the legs over to the right hand side so that the legs are in a kind of pinwheel shape. And then again, you can put something here. If you've got a bolster, it's quite nice sometimes to just use it as a support for your head. And we're going to lean forward over this hip. So we're going to hold this for around a minute this time. So we can start breathing in and out. Releasing into that hip. Try and be as still as you can. Obviously, if there's pain and you need to move away from it, it's okay, but sometimes you just feel a very strong sensation that you can relax into.
And just be aware of anywhere that you are holding tension that you don't need to hold tension. Trying to melt into this pose, opening up the hips. Okay, and then we're slowly going to come out of it.
And then we're going to windscreen wiper to the other side. So I'm just going to move so that I'm facing the right way. So a windscreen wiper again. And then we're dropping the legs down to the left this time. And again, whatever support you need, you put that in front of you there, and we're going to drop down for another minute.
So you may find that one side is easier than the other, or you can feel it in a different place on one side. And that's totally normal. None of us are symmetrical. We've all got imbalances and compensations that we make in our body. It's okay to be like that. Keep relaxing into the stretch, the release. And then we're going to gently come out of it.
Nice and slow. Okay, so we're going to do one more position before we go into a relaxation. So you're going to lie on your front, and then you can put your hands down, one on top of the other, and then have your head facing to the side. And then we're just going to bring up one of the legs, so it's in a kind of right angle from our hip. I'm just going to hold that position, relaxing down there and allowing that hip to release. You can close your eyes if you like. Nice steady breathing. Releasing any tension that you don't need to hold. And then we slowly come back, head to the center, and slide your leg down. And then put your other hand on top of, so swap your hands around and then turn your head to the other side, and we're going to bring that other leg up and just release in that position now. So releasing in the hip. And close your eyes if you feel that you want to. And enjoying this moment where you can let go and relax. Being aware of your breathing. And then we'll slowly bring our head back to centre and slide our leg down. And then we're going to roll onto our backs. And I'm going to talk you through 5 minutes of relaxation. So you want to make sure that you're as comfortable as you can be. You can put something under your head if you like. If it's a bit chilly, then you can place a blanket on yourself, make yourself cozy. Just lie down, shift yourself about on your mat or on the floor, make yourself comfortable, close your eyes, and let your feet drop out to the side. And then we're going to start. So if you do want to set your timer for longer, then you can do that now. And take a breath in, feeling your belly rise and then your chest rise. And then out you feel the area of the lungs sinking down to the floor. Just be aware of where your body is in contact with the floor. So, the back of your head, backs of your shoulders, your elbows, backs of your hands, your hips, backs of the thighs, calves, heels. And then just breathe in, and as you breathe out, be aware of those points of contact on the floor. So mentally run through them. Back of the head, backs of the shoulders. So think of the breath going down the back of the body. And then when we breathe in, we can breathe in through the front of the body and then breathe out through the back. So stay with this for a minute or so, just being aware of the breath. The rhythm of the breath. Breathing in through the front of the body. And then as your breath gets to the top of the forehead, just hold, just pause there and then breathe out. So breathing in, pause, and then breathe out through the back of the body. Pause and breathing out through the back. In that pause, we're not holding the breath. We're just gently feeling that there is a pause between breathing in and breathing out. There's no tension there. It's just being aware of it. Relaxing the face and the jaw. Now just let go of thinking about the breath and just allow it to do what it needs to do. And enjoy this time for yourself. Okay, so you can either stay and continue to enjoy some time, or you may even just want to have a little sleep. That's okay. Do what you need to do. If you want to come out, then you just start to move hands and feet. Start to turn your head from side to side. And then gently, as you need to, bring your knees up and roll onto the side. Keep your eyes closed now. We're going to slowly make our way up to sit. Sit in your comfortable position. Place your hands palm down on your knees and just drop your head and gently open your eyes. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed that. See you again soon. Bye.